What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and we're starting up a new Draft Champions draft right now. We're going right into it. Jim Caldwell is a good choice for us. 4-3 defense. Always like to see that. Mike McCoy's got a 3-4. And also Sean Payton, our coach New Orleans, whatever you want to call him, as a 3-4. We're going to go with the 4-3. Jim Caldwell this time got long pass and run stuff style. Hopefully that pays off for us in the end. We got Matt Castle and Brandon Whedon and Joseph Randle on our base team. That's kind of funny. Just looking at that real fast. Ooh, some decent choices to start off, although they're pretty low overall. King Dunlap, good run block, nice to see. Dennis Pitta, not really that great at anything. And Martavis Bryant, I think I'm honestly going to go with him. He's 6'4". He's going to give me the option to actually pick somebody that's like a fast receiver later on in the draft. That isn't maybe that tall. Maybe if I get like flashback to Sean Jackson, somebody like that, or flashback Ted Ginn. So I'm going to go with Martavis Bryant. He's probably going to end up being our number 2 receiver, but I like him a lot. So definitely a solid pick for me here. Right here, Ezekiel Ansah. I almost never pick guys in the D-line. Pretty much not going to pick him. Brandon Browner, not too bad. Kind of slow, only 80 speed, but he's 6'4", got 95 press. And James Ahedebo, 78 speed. Whoa, he is not impressing me. We're going to go with Brandon Browner. A couple below 80 overall picks so far, but I think they're going to help out the team. Now we got some options. All right, Eli Manning. Really not a huge fan. Card looks pretty cool, but he's not really that fast. He's okay. He's like a pretty solid quarterback. Jared Hayne, an interesting card, I suppose. 89 speed, 93 carry, 95 excel, 87 truck, 90 juke. Pretty solid. But Alshon Jeffrey, great outside option. 6'3", 88 speed, 94 catch. Really is going to be dominant at number 1 receiver. We're going to go with him. Hopefully get a really good quarterback later on in the draft, because we already got a couple good receivers. Brandon Cooks, that was like a guy that I would have been looking for, but now I already got 2 receivers. Don't really need 3. Ricky Wagner, great pass block. That actually fits our team perfectly, 96 pass block. Obviously, Jordan Cameron's pretty solid, definitely a good receiving tight end, but I'm going to go Ricky Wagner at 96 pass block. That's greatly going to help me out, since this team definitely seems going to be focused on the pass. Now we got some decent options as well. We got Junior Gillette, left outside linebacker, but probably would play left end on my team, considering I'm playing a 4-3. Mari Williams also, obviously going to play left end. Pretty solid 88 power move. But Jason McCourty, this gives me another great option at corner. He's very solid, 91 speed, 92 excel. I'm going to pick McCourty. He's going to move over to number 1. Browner's going to be on number 2. And we'll pretty much just swap those guys as needed. Now we got a couple linebackers as well. Arthur Moats, not really sure how good he is in coverage, 82 speed. Looks okay. Jadeveon Clowney, obviously very good. Getting to the QB, he'd probably play right end for me if I were to pick him. And then Eric Reed, 78 overall, 87 speed, 94 excel, and 82 zone, along with 93 hit power. I'm going to pick Eric Reed. Make sure our secondary is actually pretty solid. Even though these picks aren't that glorious so far, we got some solid picks. Oh my goodness, again with Cam Newton. We're getting him every draft. I'm just going to stay away from him just because I don't want to pick him every single draft. Tyron Smith, Football Outsetter, have this on my MUT team right now. Very good card, 94 run block, 93 pass. Forte is pretty good as well, but I think since we're focusing on passing, and Forte, he's a great pass-catching running back, don't get me wrong, probably one of the best in the league, but I don't really throw to my running back that often. We're going to go Tyron Smith, make sure our tackles are anchored very, very well, and make sure our blind side is held up. Now we got some interesting options. We got a strong safety right here, don't have that yet. Denoris Searcy would be a pretty solid pick, 5'11", 86 speed, 86 excel. Everything else is not that great, though. Mike Daniels, like I said, pretty much I'd stay away from the O-line. Or the D-line, I should say. Wow. And Julius Peppers, a teammate of Daniels. Peppers is sick. I actually might user Peppers. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pick Julius Peppers with the intent to user him. We'll see if we actually do user him, but right now that's the plan. Ooh, Joe Flacco could be an option. Do you guys think he's an elite quarterback? Madden obviously did not think so. Gold right here. He's 73 speed, 97 throw power, though. That's going to help a lot on those deep throws. He's definitely a great option. Jeremy Hill, looking pretty good, not going to lie, and Zach Martin, a great offensive lineman. But I've had Zach Martin a lot before. I think I'm going to go Joe Flacco for that 97 throw power. Really solid. Going to be able to get the ball downfield to Martavis Bryant and Alshon Jeffrey. Hopefully that's a solid pick for me. Okay, we might actually be forced into picking a D lineman now. Not really a fan of this. Barry Church, already have Eric Reed. Eric Reed's probably better than him. Mike DeVito right here, 93 play rec, pretty good. 89 block shed, 92 tackle. Not bad at all. He's not that fast, though, and Damon Harrison is a complete monster, though. He's super slow, only 50 speed, but he's got 97 tackle, 97 block shed, and 93 pursuit. It's got to be Damon Harrison. Great DT. Really not a huge fan of picking DTs and stuff in Draft Champions, but I'll take it. Right now, Lance Briggs. Really, I don't know if I'm feeling that. Everson Griffin, pretty solid, 94 power move, only 71 block shed, though. It's kind of rough. And we did get Leon Hall, but we already have 2 corners. I'm not really sure we need 3. Most teams don't have more than maybe 2 good receivers on their team. So I'm going to stay away from Leon Hall, even though he would be a pretty solid choice. We might go Everson Griffin, go back-to-back D linemen, make our D line even better than it already is. Going Everson Griffin there. Let's see what we get now. Got a corner, a free safety, and a DT. So I already have a position, or already have players at every one of these positions. Might have to go with just Jabal Sheard by default almost. To be our number 2 DT. I said it from the beginning of the draft. I didn't want any D linemen, and now I already got 3. So what are you going to do about it? Sometimes that's what happens right here. Get another corner, Brandon Boykin, not very good. Justin Tuck, a left end. We could round out our entire D line. He's pretty solid, but I think Steven Tulloch could be the option here. He's very slow. 74 speed is terrible for a linebacker in my opinion. But overall, the rest of his stats are very solid. We do need some linebackers, so we're going to go with Tulloch right there. Really shore up that. Then we got Derek Johnson, another middle linebacker. Of course, Fletcher Cox and a Brent Grimes. I'm thinking Fletcher Cox here. He'll either move to left end or Everson Griffin will. I think that will be the option. Fletcher Cox is very, very good, and I think overall it's going to be a solid pick for me. And then finally, our legend round, we get LT and Amon Green. That is so sick, along with Bruce Smith, who would have been a great pick, but there's no way I'm going to pick him. LT almost has to be the pick here. We'll compare, make sure he's better than Amon. 93 speed, 85 truck, 95 juke. Yeah, he's better than Amon. I don't even care. Honestly, even if he isn't technically better, I got to go LaDainian Tomlinson. That's so cool. Have never had the option to get LT, and now we finally do. So I was thinking I was going to pass the ball a lot. Maybe I got to run the ball now a lot since we got LT, but that is the squad. We're in 80 overall, 81 offense, 80 defense. I think the team's looking pretty good. This is probably one of my better teams. Definitely the best legend I've ever had in LaDainian Tomlinson. So hopefully it does pay off. My O-line's not that great, though, so we'll see when we get games rolling. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and be sure to check back in a day or 2 for the first game. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.